crop out the beginning part if you're watching this live, so that way you can get a good clean recording. All right. Again, this is Jeremy Jones. I blog on AskJeremyJones.com, and I do high-tech, high-touch marketing tips for entrepreneurs and solopreneurs. So it could be for an online business or an offline business. And what I'm going to go through is a blogging training that I did for a group of people, I guess it was about 2 or 3 months ago. And I just got a lot of really great reviews on it. A lot of people were making a lot of really good positive comments from the training. So I wanted to refine it a little bit, conduct it again, and then start to use this for more trainings through Google Hangout, and add to a discussion element where I can open it up and do some group coaching. And once we got a couple of people that know that we do this on a regular basis, we can do a group discussion on this, which would be really, really cool. So what I'm going to do is go through blogging basics to attract new clients. And here's some of the things that you're going to learn. 7 secrets to get new clients with your blog, or if you're using your blog to as a profitable blog that you want to start making money with it, you'll start to see how you can develop a profitable blog with the one you have. How to attract your ideal client, which is very important. How to build your email list at the same time, and make your social media efforts. Make sure the strategy that you have with social media to make it effortless. A lot of people think that when you are adding a blog into your strategy, that it's adding. Excuse me, let me get a drink. I got my tea going on here. I got some hot tea. I think that you are adding more time and taking away from your social media strategy. And I would argue that instead of it taking away from your social media strategy, I think it would actually leverage it, and you'll spend less time in your social media efforts, and you'll see what I'm talking about as we go through this. So number 1, blogging basics. Who are you talking to, Willis? When you're writing a blog, I've found the most effective thing is to talk to people individually and not as a group. Meaning, write it as if one individual person sent you an email, asked you a specific question, and then if you were to reply to them in a long, drawn-out email, which you never would normally do, but if you were to teach them some concepts by replying to an email to an individual person without using their name necessarily, speaking to an individual person, that allows them when they're reading it to feel like you're talking to them. You want to identify your target market and your ideal client, and you want to develop a client profile. So what you do is you identify who is my target market, who do I want to market to, what does that person look like, who is an ideal client profile, what do they do for a living, what is their age range, everything that you would consider for who your ideal client could be, and create a profile for that. Then you take the needs that your ideal client has, and you can evolve your blog content around that. Number 2, it's not about you. It's not about you, meaning there's 2 different blogging styles that I see out there. Number 1 is journaling. That would be, as an example, you're going to get married and you want to blog about it on a regular basis. You would basically create a blog that says, hey, announcement, we're getting married, or the journey of having your first child, or something like that. And you want to talk about it so your family can follow it. That's one thing, it's all about you. When you do a blog about business, I see people apply the same journaling concept to it's all about me, it's all about my business. People get tired of that. They want to know, how can this specifically help me? So when you blog for business, it's all about your target market. Everything you write in your blog should talk to the needs, the wants, the don't wants, and the frequently asked questions of your target market. Number 3, it's a process. You don't set up a blog do 1 or 2 blogs and then it's done. Because when people go to your blog and they see the last blog post is 18 months ago, they're going to say, well, this stuff isn't updated on a regular basis. They may look at it and they're done. What you want to do with a blog is to have it to be fresh, regular content to get people visiting your website back on a regular basis. I think we're getting away from the static website era where a website used to just be one, static thing that sits there, and you get your information and you do whatever you're going to do with the website depending on purpose. With a blog, it's nice because it's a section of the blog that can have new updated content happening all the time that you can update that will solve issues for your target market. There's some other section stuff here, but I'm going to keep it brief on this one, and we'll go into more detail later. If you have any questions, by the way, just stop by my Google Plus page and leave me a comment or a question. To connect with me, you can go to askjeremyjones.com, click on the tab at the top that says blog, and that's where I do all of my blogging. And each post I leave a way that you can connect and reach out to me as well and ask questions, or you can just leave a comment on the blog, which is fine too. Offer value. Every blog post should add value to your readers. Find out your target market's most burning questions. Offer a report or a video on your blog in exchange for an email and permission to keep in touch. This is how you build your list. So you want to offer something of value in exchange for them giving your email. Even add a bonus in if you can, an ebook or a guide that you can add in there. So it's worth it for them to get email, because we all get bombarded with so much email these days that people are a little bit hesitant to put in their email. But if you're talking specifically to them for a need that they have, then it's not a question. They'll put in their email if they want that information. And that's why it's important for you to have a target market. Alright, so I'm not going to go through this one in too much detail, cheese and whiskers. But basically what that says is the mouse is always searching for the cheese. And a mouse will actually dig a hole through a 2-inch thick wall if it smells cheese on the other side of the wall. They will fight, and they will almost risk their life to go through whatever they need to go through to get to the cheese. However, if they hear or sense the whiskers of the cat, that you're a salesperson, you're trying to come after them, you're hunting them, you need them, anything like that, that's the whiskers of the cat coming after them. And that's the thing that people do not want. They don't want to be pounced on, they don't want to be attacked, they don't want to be sold to, but they do like to buy. And what they buy is things that solve their problems or things that make their life better. That makes sense? So if your readers are just given a sales pitch and it's all about you, they sense those whiskers coming and they will run from your message. Okay, and we can go more into this. Just leave a comment if you want to go more into that. We can cover that more. But I just love that word picture. Email marketing. Is email marketing dead? Yes. If you write sales headlines and salesy messages that are all about you and all about your newsletter and all about your company. It is, however, still alive and well, still can be a huge benefit to your business if you put an interesting headline, and the purpose of the headline is to get them to read the email. And then once they're in the email body, the purpose is to promote your blog post and what they will learn and a benefit to them and to solve their need, and then you include a link to your blog post. And then your email marketing is feeding it back into your blog. And then you schedule regular updates, and you can also do tracking. So you can track on how your emails are opened and who opens them and how often, if they just look at the email or if they click. You can track that if you want to. I don't pay a whole lot of close attention to that, but it is nice to see if people are opening a certain number of emails, a high percentage. I'll pay attention to that on what the needs of the people are and focus on that, because that's a need that they have. If you want an email marketing software, the one I use is Aweber. It's outstanding. It's very, very good. I've tried several of them, and this is the best one I've found, so I've stuck with it. And if you want more information on that, you can go to askjeremyjones.com/email marketing, Or if you go to AskJeremyJones.com on the and click on blog, on the right-hand corner, on the right-hand side of the page, excuse me, it says Email Marketing Made Easy, and there's a special there where you can do a 30-day trial for only $1. And that way you can try it out, and if you don't like it, there's really no risk, but it's very, very good. In fact, if you do use that, just as a disclaimer, that's an affiliate link. If you like it and you promote it, you can become affiliate as well. And if you use that affiliate link through me, I'll actually send you a training specific on Aweber on how to use it for email marketing. So I'll give you that as well. Number 7 is a simple action step. If you got a lot out of this blog post, leave a comment or click like. Just let people know what's the action you expect them to take. If you don't expect them to take action, a lot of times they won't take action. And when they click like, it actually gives your blog a little bit more exposure. When they leave a comment, it's great to have interaction between your readers, and that's a benefit to you as well. So start with small commitments like click like, leave a comment, and that will help you get the engagement in your audience. Social media efforts made efforts effortless. I have a couple more slides. I'm gonna go ahead and end right here so we can keep to the time, about 15-20 minutes. Here's what I mean by this. Most of the time people put 80% of their time in putting their blog posts together and only 20% on promoting the blog itself. And the result is they have very, very few readers, very, very few engagement, people not visiting their website. I'm going to suggest to you put 20% of your effort in putting very short, value-added blog posts, maybe 200 to 400 words, something like that. Should only take, if you have a systematic way of writing blog posts, it should only take you maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes to write a blog post. But spend 80% of your time in your promotional efforts. So meaning, you have a blog post, you have several different areas you're talking about. Write one good blog post, promote it based on one topic of your blog post today. Tomorrow, take another topic of your blog post, and then you can share that in other areas. You can send a message to someone based on a topic you're talking about in your blog post and say, hey, I just wrote a blog about that. I feel that this is not effective, that email marketing can be used for blogs and email marketing is not dead. What are your thoughts on that? Here's the blog post. You get to do a totally different discussion around something else by starting a discussion in a different area. So you want to take your promotional efforts to the next level by do put time and effort and really make your blog posts really great, where you're targeting the needs of your audience, but at the same time you do want to promote it as well. So, and I hope you can see these slides. I just was double checking while I was talking, but anyway, I hope this is working. So so what you can do then is, on your social media pages, ask a question based on the topic that you're talking about in your blog. Ask a question, put a link to your blog post, and that's going to feed people, if that question is a need for them, feed people back from your social media into your blog. So if you were to think of it as your home is where you live now, and you own a condo in Florida, and you own a condo, or a timeshare I should say, in San Diego, and a timeshare in Canada, depending on the seasons where you want to be, your home is your blog. Your timeshares, your vacation spots, are your social media. You don't really own it. It's owned by someone else. Facebook, as an example, it's owned by Facebook. They want to keep everything internal on Facebook. So what you do is put out good content, put out good headlines, put out good information on your social media, but link it back to your blog so that if that's an interest to them, they can feedback and read back to it. They can also share it and leave comments within the Facebook page as well. So you want to get people off of there. That's one of the reasons that I like Google Plus as well. They don't try to keep you isolated internally just into Google Plus, because the privacy setup is, I think, a little bit more intuitive and better on Google Plus. So I think I see Google Plus as being an excellent place to be able to promote a blog, and it works very, very well with it. So this is the end of the training here. This has been great going through this with you. The blogging basics to attract new clients and develop a profitable blog. My name is Jeremy Jones. Hopefully you were able to see the slides. If not, shoot me a message, let me know, and I'll be happy to get these slides to you, and also I'll do a replay of this training as well. So I enjoyed going through this with you, although some reason it looks like a couple of people were trying to get into the Hangout and they weren't able to. I'm not sure why, but we'll get this figured out so that we can do a discussion around this. I hope you enjoyed this and got value from it. Leave a comment if you did and what you liked about it, what you would like to see questions answered, anything, and I'd be happy to answer your questions. All right, this is Jeremy Jones signing out. Have an excellent day. Talk to you then.